Hi, this is an update for my video card. This is my old video card with the podge wires because of all the mistakes I did on the schematic. So I updated the PCB last October, and I put together a new card over Christmas, and I've only just got around to doing a video about it. So I'll just show you my new card. Okay, so this is a new card. As you can see, it's got 17th of October on it. That's when I designed it, but I built it around Christmas break that I had. I've been really busy, so I haven't been able to do a video on it. As you can see, it's a lot more compact. The layout's quite a bit different, but functionally it's exactly the same. One of the things that I did differently, I put a power input, which I actually ended up not using. Barrel jack here with a switch, so you can switch it. I put a little LED to say if it was on or not, and a nice big capacitor over the power rail, which I didn't have before. Another thing I did was I made sure that the power rails to VCC and ground were nice and thick. This time twice as thick as the signal ones. And that's my cat jumping on the table. Anyway, yeah, but everything else exactly the same design, just made it nice and compact, made it a lot easier to build, and of course this time no budgies. Got it right this time. So it's always a good idea, make a prototype, find all the problems, think about it a bit harder, produce a second version, learn from your mistakes, and yeah. But I didn't do anything radically different for this card. This is a better view that is connected to the Crazy Small Computer Font 8. One thing I've found after building this, these are all HC chips rather than HCT, except the input registers, which is still HCT because there's still some LS chips in here, so there's no problems with signal levels. But because the power's cleaner, and it just seems to be working a lot better than the old card, I've found that I can now run the computer at twice the speed. So I've now got the Crazy Small Computer Font 8 running at 6.3 megahertz rather than 3.15 megahertz, and it's really stable. I occasionally see some glitches, usually when downloading a picture onto the screen. I'll show you that in a minute. But another thing I've made a change is I've taken out the ZIF socket, which had a 28C256 EEPROM, and replaced it with a one-time programmable EEPROM, EPROM. Unfortunately, the pinout isn't exactly the same, so I've had to do this little bodge here to make sure that the electrically, but because these run at 45 nanoseconds rather than 150 nanoseconds, it seems that I can run the whole board now at 6.3 megahertz. So that's a great improvement. I didn't think that was going to happen, but because my video card's got two clock outputs, it's got 3.15 and 6.3 megahertz clock output, which then feeds into the CPU. Thought I'd just show you some of the programs that I've added. One of the things I've done is a Mandelbrot generator, and this is running at 6.3 megahertz. And it does up to 64 iterations because I've got 64 colors, and this is at the full 160 by 120 resolution, and it takes about 2 minutes to complete, so that works quite well. It's very similar to the one on the Gigatron. If you've seen that, you can try it on their simulator or emulator, and I tweaked the code for their Mandelbrot set to give me roughly the same size, and I'll just show you. I'll just go halfway through this, I think. So that's taken about a minute to get halfway. So I'll stop there. I'll just show you the Mandelbrot from Gigatron. So you can see, yeah, other than the colours, it's very similar. So yeah, but that one takes about 10 minutes in this emulator. What else I've done? A maze game. Well, at least the start of a maze game. It generates random mazes, nice simple algorithm, and then you can go around the maze. But nothing really happens. I haven't really got it any further than generating the maze. And that's that. And I've done a Sudoku solver as well. Just give me a sec. It's just a brute force solver. It's nothing very exciting. You can put in numbers and then get it to solve it by pressing G to go. And now it solved it. That solved it really quickly. That's not a very good example. I've got a built-in example. Also, can't load anything off. And, you know, it's not connected to this operating system or anything like that. So we can solve that one. And you see the red is the trying, and it's trying all the different numbers and updating the screen, and then when it goes all green, that says solved. So that's your solution. So that's nice and simple. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.